Today, we are stepping into a very special kind of kitchen. We're not here to cook food, though. Nope. We're here to cook up intelligent models from raw data. And that brings up a really big question. I mean, think about it. How does all that stuff, all that information, go from being this jumbled, chaotic mess into something that can actually predict the future or make sense of the world around us? It really can feel like magic, but I promise you, it's not. It's actually a recipe. And that's really the big idea for today. We're going to walk through the entire data science process, just like we're preparing a gourmet meal. We'll start with our raw ingredients, which is our data, and by the end, we'll have a finished dish, a powerful predictive model. So go ahead, put on your aprons. In our kitchen, data scientists are the chefs, but they're not using knives and pans. They're using algorithms and code. Their job is to take all these raw ingredients and whip up something truly special. You can't cook without ingredients, right? Of course not. And the very first step in any data science project is exactly the same. It's all about data collection. You gotta do your grocery shopping before any of the real fun in the kitchen can even begin. And let me tell you, the data grocery store has a ton of different aisles. You've got your fresh produce section, right? That's all your real-time data streaming in from apps and sensors. Then you have the canned goods aisle. That's where you'll find all your historical data from company databases. The bulk section is just overflowing with massive datasets from places like social media. And of course, you've always got those specialty items, like expert surveys and niche knowledge. Okay, so we've got our cart full of ingredients. Now we get to what is honestly the most important part of the entire process: data preparation. This is really where a good chef or a great data scientist truly earns their stripes. Because here's the dirty little secret of data science. The data you collect is almost never perfect. It's like getting vegetables straight from the farm with dirt still caked on them. You've got typos, you've got missing pieces, you've got all sorts of weird inconsistencies that would absolutely ruin our final dish if we didn't deal with them first. So this whole prep phase has 3 essential steps. First up is data cleaning. This is literally like washing our vegetables. We're fixing typos like NY versus New York and figuring out what to do with missing information. Next, we have feature engineering. Now this is the really creative part, kind of like combining ingredients to make a totally new flavor. For example, you could take a birth date column to create a way more useful age feature. And finally, there's normalization. This is just making sure all our different ingredients are measured on the same scale, so one doesn't unfairly overpower all the others in our recipe. And get this might surprise you. About 80% of a data scientist's work is spent right here, in this preparation stage. 80%! Why so much? Well, it's because of a simple, timeless rule: garbage in, garbage out. The most sophisticated recipe in the entire world can't save a dish if you're using rotten ingredients. If you get this prep stage wrong, the whole project fails. Period. All right, our data is clean, it's prepped, it's ready to go. It is finally time to start cooking. And in our data kitchen, there are 2 main recipes, 2 main approaches we're going to focus on today. One is called classification, and the other is regression. And you can see the difference right away. Classification is all about sorting things into different groups. It answers the question, which category does this belong to? Think spam or not spam. Regression, on the other hand, is all about predicting a specific number. It answers how much or how many. So let's dive into that sorting recipe a little bit more. A classification model takes something in and then slaps a label on it. For a bank, it might look at a transaction and classify it as either fraudulent or legitimate. For an online store, it might look at a customer and decide if they're likely to buy or not likely to buy. It's all about putting things in the right bucket. Now for our number-guessing recipe: regression. This is all about predicting a specific value on a sliding scale. A real estate company uses regression to predict the exact price a house might sell for. A weather service uses it to forecast tomorrow's temperature down to the degree. So remember, classification gives you a category, regression gives you a number. It's that simple. So, we did it. We've cooked our dish, our model is built, but no chef in their right mind would ever serve a meal without tasting it first. And in data science, this super important quality check is called model evaluation. It's such a simple but absolutely vital question. We have a model that's making predictions, but are those predictions any good? Are they accurate? Are they reliable? Are they actually useful in the real world? We've got to have a way to score our creation. And we do that with what are basically model scorecards. For classification models, we look at things like accuracy, which is just, how often is it right? But we also look at precision, which asks, when the model predicts yes, how often is that yes actually correct? For regression, we use metrics like mean absolute error, which tells us on average how far off our predicted numbers are from the actual answer. And here's another little secret from the kitchen. You almost never, ever get it perfect on the first try. Data science is what we call an iterative process. You build a model, you test it, you see where it's weak, and then you go back and adjust the recipe. Maybe you add a new ingredient, maybe you tweak the cooking time, and then you taste it again and again and again until it's just right. Okay, we have prepped, we have cooked, and we have taste tested our model until it is perfect. So what's the final step? Well, it's getting our amazing dish out of the kitchen and in front of the customer. And that is called deployment. Deployment is the moment your model goes from being just a file on a data scientist's computer to being a live service that can be used by an app or a website or a business. It's about making your model strong and scalable, ready to handle thousands or even millions of requests out there in the real world, 24/7. That really brings us to the heart of it all. As this quote says, none of what we talked about is magic. It's a method. It's a recipe that combines being careful and meticulous with being a creative problem solver. It's something anyone can learn. So, as we close out our time here in the Data Kitchen, I want to leave you with this one question. Now that you know the basic recipe, from gathering ingredients all the way to serving the final dish, what problem out there do you think is worth solving? The kitchen is open, and there are endless possibilities just waiting to be cooked up.